My name's Eleanor.
And I'm Pierce.
And we run STRONGHEART Farms, which is a mixed vegetable operation here in Marine-on-St. Croix.
For our customers, we have a small CSA program, about 22 members that we deliver to Stillwater, St. Paul, and Minneapolis. And then we do the Stillwater farmers markets on Saturdays.
Our mission as STRONGHEART Farms is to raise food in the most reciprocal manner in sense of the earth, our soils, and our community. So really nurturing that give and take relationship that we have with food. We ended up receiving a grant for these 3 caterpillar tunnels and also a load of compost.
We got about 40 yards of compost from a company called Cowsmo in Wisconsin. We did take a soil test the first season we were out here, and the organic matter in these soils is only at about 2%. So with that compost, it's really going to boost that organic matter in our soils.
Minnesota is so unpredictable, and we don't always know where our food is going to come from, especially in the early spring. And this closest hoop to us has actually fed our first 2 CSAs and our first few farmers markets.
The biggest thing with the caterpillar tunnel is a season extension. It means that we're probably getting an extra 3 to 4 weeks of growing time in like April or March, and then the same in the fall. It's going to make our soils more resilient to drought, to big rain events like we've seen a lot at this season. If we're keeping our soils happy, that's going to result in really healthy vegetables, and then healthy vegetables is going to lead to healthy people.
I don't think we'd be able to be where we're at without these hoop houses and without this compost. Like, it's been a huge help to us, especially as beginning farmers. So knowing that there's support coming from the community who believe in the work that we're doing is so appreciated and so incredible.
I'm Amy McAdams.
I'm Jeremy McAdams.
And this is Northwood Mushrooms.
We started about 12 years ago in our side yard in South Minneapolis. And then about 6 years ago, we bought this farm out here.
And the farm is about 40 acres, but we use a pretty small portion of that for some intensive mushroom growing.
On logs, our focus is on shiitake, but we also grow several varieties of oysters. In order to start a mushroom log, you first cut wood. So we're out every winter cutting wood sustainably. And then we drill lots and lots of holes. And then we're injecting the mushroom mycelium, which we also call spawn, into the logs, and then it needs to be capped. And then on blocks, we can grow lion's mane, poplar. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
So we got a LOFF grant for building this expanded building down there for fruiting chambers. So it's expanding onto a current one we have, and we're going to put 5 fruiting chambers in there so we can have separate rooms for doing mushrooms that like different kinds of temperature and humidity.
What we're growing are blocks. Blocks are basically a mushroom food, and then we put them in those grow rooms.
With the 5 growing rooms, this room can have just the right temperature and humidity for this particular kind of mushroom, which means we're going to get all the mushrooms we can possibly get out of those blocks. It's not about like becoming bigger for us as much as how do we build more efficiencies into the farm that we have now so that we can keep doing it. Having a program out there that's like, we're going to help you do that is just, I don't even know how to describe. It's amazing that there's a community out there that wants to support farmers to like, keep farming, keep doing it. We're here to help you, keep doing it. It's incredible.
My name is Samuel Siso, originally from Kenya. My farm is Gesima Obuororo Vegetable Organic Farm. Gesima comes from a location where I was born. We have a little farm there. Obuororo is just saying, being humble. I grow African vegetables, sweet corn, maize, squash, cabbage, carrots. We love to eat healthy, chemical-free crops just right from our farms. My customers are the African communities in the Twin Cities. Last year we fed about 2,000 families. Coming here to get a piece of land to till is like winning gold. It's not easy. thank you so much first for the Lakewinds grant, just for providing my family an opportunity to get a tractor. Is a dream come true. The tractor itself has made our work easier. 2 acres you can till in less than 1 hour. It's fast and it works very good. Your support to us getting this grant has helped us to improve the areas where we are farming. People of Lakewinds, I would say thank you for supporting us and our community to give us an opportunity that we never thought we'd have.
My name is Nolan Lenzen. I'm a farmer here at Silver Shade Ranch, located in Eagle Bend, Minnesota. I got 220 acres currently, and then there's 50 Aberdeen Angus cross cattle. Hey girls. There are beef cows out there that you can walk right up to and pet them, and you can call them and they come running at you, and most people would think that you're kind of nuts if you tell them that. So I'd milked dairy cows organically for 20 years. I absolutely loved it. Had kind of thought about slowly transitioning over to beef. With the drought last year, I wasn't able to put up any feed. So that kind of fast-tracked this whole plan. It's rewarding in the sense that I'm started from scratch again. The organic aspect to me is part of my core beliefs. I mean, it's just kind of a throwback to the way that my grandpa farmed. It's sustainable. You don't have the input costs that everybody else has. It's far more enjoyable. Rotational grazing affects the ecosystem in many ways. When you have cattle out on pasture grazing it, you've got microbes, you've got dung beetles, you've got earthworms that are cycling it back into the soil. That's where the cattle come into play. They're the yin or the yang to the soil. The LOFF grant was used to purchase some windbreak panels, and those windbreak panels will allow me to rotationally graze year-round. So the portability of the windbreak panels helps because I'm able to spread the concentration of manure around the entire farm. And I can pick them up and I can move them anywhere on the 220 acres. The nice thing about these ones is they're made out of guardrail, so they're super heavy duty. When it's 30 below and we've got a snowstorm rolling through, as long as the cows have access to windbreaks, they're not really affected by that weather. And that's what this project accomplishes. Farming this way, it can be profitable and it's a benefit to the environment.
My name is Naima. The farm's name is NAIMA'S Farm, and it's located in Alexandria, Minnesota. It's a first-generation family farm. I farm with my husband and 2 boys. So this season we're growing a lot of tomatoes, peppers, cabbage, bell peppers, many varieties of lettuce and kale. Oh, Swiss chard. I just love how vibrant the colors are. You know, I always share the story of how we started, and it was mainly to support our children and make sure that they had access to fresh produce and have experience in the outdoor. Today we're enjoying Somali tea and sambusas and some chutney. This is what we do as a family, as a community, and I really wanted to extend that to the larger community and really get to experience our food and culture. I think a lot of folks are really excited about what we're bringing in terms of our specialty crops and our sauces and other dishes that we're hoping to host the community here. So the LOFF project was intended for fencing because there's a lot of deers here in this farm, so that was the intention, is to get support for fencing, and we are so grateful and appreciative of that support. If we have one deer coming in, it completely destroys our production, so it was intended to make sure that we don't have any issues with deers and other pets. LOFF is important because for a small-scale family, first-generation farmer like myself, it's an encouragement to get that support to, grow and expand and reach our farm dream. And we are so grateful and so appreciative of that support.
My name is Molly Gackle, and my farm business name is Northerly Flora. We're at my Hudson site. It's about an acre that I rent, and I also grow in the city of Minneapolis. I grow specialty cut flowers. We have a huge variety of different species, both annuals and perennials. I have an amazing team of all moms. The four of us just do all of the planting, harvesting, infrastructure setup. We sell our flowers through subscriptions, and then we also do wholesale to florists. Locally grown flowers that we can grow unique varieties that florists can't ship in from overseas. Also, our flowers are chemical-free. We can also grow varieties that are more delicate and interesting. We harvest on Monday and they get the flowers on Wednesday. The biodiversity that we've planted in the soil is helpful for pollinators and housing beneficial insects. Through the Lakewinds grant, we received $8,000 that we put towards a caterpillar tunnel and a paper pot transplanter. The caterpillar tunnel is a tool that we use for season extension, but also in cut flowers. The quality is night and day. The paper pot is a machine that allows us to plant a bed in a matter of minutes. They are a big investment that I don't know that I would have quite been willing to make without the Lakewinds grant. So the money was a huge boost in that way. We can grow flowers here locally that are super beautiful, are improving the soils, are not using harmful chemicals, are paying our employees a livable wage, making our communities more vibrant and colorful and beautiful. All the Lakewinds shoppers who are putting money towards these grants, it really is making a huge impact on farmers. So I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Getting this Lakewinds grant, it means a lot.
Growing more mushrooms means that we can sell to more co-ops.
People of Lakewinds, I would say thank you.
Just continue doing the great work of supporting your local farmers. We need that support.